Good day everyone and welcome to On the Disc, a video series where I show you what is on the disc of a Blu-ray I have done an unboxing of. Today's On the Disc video is about Digimon Season 1, the complete English language Season 1 Blu-ray set from Discotek Media in North America. Now, I will note before going any further, I'll elaborate on what English language version means, but also this is a Region A Blu-ray release, so do make sure you've got the corresponding hardware that can play Region A before putting your copy into your player. Additionally, if you want to see my unboxing of this Blu-ray, you can check it out on my channel right now. But with all of that being said, let's get on to the main menu of Disc 1. And before proceeding any further, a quick note that there is music playing in the background of the menu, but for the purposes of this video, I have muted all audio on the disc. Now, the first thing to note, I mentioned English language version release. Discotek Media, because of the way the show was originally edited and such for English language broadcast and whatnot, the Japanese audio does not sync up with the English language version. So they took the decision to make the releases in multiple sets. This is the first one covering specifically the English audio option. As you can see on the main menu, we have got a play all button, episodes, and captions here on disc 1. That's because the captions button is to accompany the English audio. You hear that right, folks. There are English captions, aka subtitles in some form, to accompany the English audio, as this is an English audio release. When it comes to the episodes menu you see, this is how it is displayed, and I've got to say, I really like the layout. It's really clear, concise, very simple to understand, very easy to read. I like it. From here, what I'm going to do is hit play all, then I'm going to give you a preview of how the pop-up menu functionality looks, and then we'll take a look at the captions before proceeding onto another disc. So here we go. So here is a first glimpse for you of how some of the footage looks, and even already from this opening, I remember watching this on TV when it was broadcasting on CITV here in the UK. This quality looks insanely good already. My word. Right, anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm going to jump forward a little bit so we can get into the show proper, and then I'm going to activate the pop-up menu. So, as you can see, the pop-up menu, we've got a very, very similar layout to the main menu. As you can see, we've got main menu, episodes, and captions. Main menu replacing the play all button that you would have seen on the main menu. We've also got a cross button at the end here to simply get rid of the pop-up menu, as you just saw there. But let's have a look at this episode menu. As you can see, it loads exactly the same as it does, as you saw on the main menu, excuse me. And just to pick another episode at random, let's jump to, we'll just do episode 5. So, what I'll do now, just quickly get rid of that, and as you can see, we are now on episode 5 of the series, and again already, this picture quality looks so good! But when it comes to function, I know a big thing people are curious about are the captions on this. So, as you can see, this is how it looks. I'm clicking it on, and then I'll get rid of the menu so you can get a preview as to how the captions look. We can see here, the text is very, very clear and simple to read. I personally really like the font that's being used. In fact, you know what? Let me just double back for a second. In fact, I'm going to leave this on. I didn't realise it was going to do it for the theme song as well. That's a really fun touch. Okay, I'll tell you what. We've seen a bit of that now. That's really, really brightened me up. So I'm going to jump forward now to the episode proper, so we can get another look at how these captions are looking. Now, because they are captions, you could argue, or perhaps indicate, that they are implied, excuse me, that perhaps they are more designed for the hearing impaired. But either way, very, very clear to read, absolutely fine by me. I could understand if some people perhaps may not like the way the subtitles are moving back and forth and whatnot. In fact, you just saw it there. There was a sigh, so this is meant to be captions for the hard of hearing as well. A really, really nice touch by Discotek Media. I personally am all for that. So, perhaps if you're not used to the way the captions work, having the subtitle kind of moving a little bit from the center and side to side, depending on how much dialogue there is or isn't, maybe a bit of getting used to. But in terms of clarity of the text on screen for the captions, this is a win. I think this is great, and I really, really like how they've gone about that. And more importantly, it makes the release very accessible for a whole range of people it may not have been very accessible to prior. With that being said, I'm going to load up the pop-up menu once again. Let's hit the main menu button, and we'll get back to the main menu. Right, so that wraps up the first disc. Let's move on to disc 2. So here we are on the main menu for disc 2, and as you can see, Sora and Biyomon are gracing us on the screen, which if I remember correctly, that's also the two characters who were on the disc label when it came to my unboxing as well. So that's a nice bit of consistency there. It's the little things, folks, but it works well. So as you can see here, we have got episodes 15 through 28 on this disc, and once again the menu layout very, in fact, pretty much identical to the first disc, play all episodes and then captions. Just to turn them on here, just to demonstrate how that functionality looks, let's pick an episode at random. Let's go for, you know what, episode 22. Just to give you a quick glimpse as to how the captions and such will look. Also, the video quality, this has come out so well. Discotek have done a fantastic job with this. Looks so good. It sounds weird, I'm a big Digimon fan, but this is a whole new level of appreciation for me. I'm looking forward to diving into this so much in great detail. I can't wait. Anyway, I'm digressing once again. Just for the sake of completion, once again, you got the song subtitles there. But just for the sake of completion, here is how the pop-up menu on disc 2 looks. Identical to what we saw with disc 1, you've got the main menu button, you've got the episodes menu once again, so you can select any episode you want, and we've got the captions button. In this instance, I already had them selected on, so now we will turn them off accordingly. Then we've got the cross button to remove said menu. With that being said, let's head back to the main menu. So that wraps up disc 2, it's time to move on to disc 3. Here we are on the main menu of disc 3. As you can see, we've got Izzy and Tentamon gracing us with their presence, much like they do on the physical disc label itself. For layout here on the main menu, we have got play all episodes and captions. I'm going to put the captions on for what I'm going to be doing in a few seconds time. And on the episode selection front, we've got episodes 29 through 42. So what I'm going to do now is just pick an episode at random, we'll have a quick glimpse of the captions, nearly said subtitles, meant captions, and then I'll show you some of the pop-up menu functionality just for completionist sake. Let's go with 37. Once again, here is a good little preview of how the captions are looking for you. Still changing a little bit of placement on screen, but again, that's not bothering me too much, because very much in this case, it is designed to be more captions than subtitles. We get into the pop-up menu, and we've got main menu, episodes and captions, plus the cross button to get rid of that once again. If you want to hit the captions on and off, you can do so, very fine, works perfectly normal. Episode selection, you can choose one at random should you see fit. For the purposes of this, let's go with 30. And now we are at episode 30. I shall just show you that. Let me just get rid of the pop-up menu here. There you go. We are now on episode 30. And there's one more thing to do before we advance. Let's hit that main menu button. There we go, I've kind of breezed past this disc, but that is not a problem at all, because now let's advance to the final disc where I think there's something additional to show you about that disc as well. Here we are on the main menu for disc 4, and as you can see, TK and Patamon have graced us on the menu. When it comes to the menu layout, pretty much identical to what we have seen. We've got play all, we've got episodes, of which this disc, the fourth and final disc, has episodes 43 through to 54. We've got the captions option, which defaults to off as we have seen on all the discs. We've also got extras on this disc though. First of all, there is a television promo which is incredibly short, but is taken from the old days of Fox Kids. So some of you, particularly in North America, as personally, I only saw Digimon on CITV here in the UK, so I can't speak to Fox Kids as much. You may remember that promo. We've got this fun little feature here called Digi Bloop That Promos. Let me give you a quick glimpse as to what this is, but I am going to try and protect the integrity of the disc, so you'll have to check out all the extras in detail. What we've got here are a series of April Fool's Day skits, where they in essence re-edited and redubbed slightly a few little choice portions of scenes from Digimon, and made them effectively like a gag reel or a blooper reel. It's just something really fun to see, quite frankly, mainly because you don't see them archived as much on an official release like this. Discotek have done this with a number of their titles before, getting very unique extras like this. This is another prime example of a great one. When it comes to pop-up menu functionality on this, you hit the button and then you've got a go back or the cross button to get rid of it. If you hit go back, it will take you back to the menu as so. Then we have got some art galleries. Now, I'm not going to show the entire art galleries. If you want to see them in their entirety, I encourage you to pick up the Blu-ray to be able to sample them for yourself, but I will give you a little preview of each, beginning with Digidestined and Partner Digimon. Let's see how this has come out. As you can see here, when it comes to functionality, we have got the arrow key and then we've got the close button, which one assumes that will take you back to the main menu. We begin with Digidestined. Oh, wow, this is really cool. This is like official concept art and stuff from Japan. Oh, this is really great to see. Yeah, this has turned out super. Oh, that's really... I really want to delve more into this. I'm going to have to do this in my own time, as it were. But you can see already some fantastic art to showcase here. Before I get too ahead of myself, let's head back to the main menu. Let's check out Enemies and Allies Part 1. Once again, this is just some fantastic artwork. Now, okay, if you want to be a little bit nitpicky, and this is, I think, is a totally fair thing to say, I kind of wish that an element that would have been translated is the Japanese on-screen text. But that said, the fact that this has actually been included in the release at all, I think is fantastic. And the quality of the scans they've got is freaking great as well, it's got to be said. So you could definitely argue it would have been nice to have had the Japanese text translated, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not a deal breaker for me. This artwork to look at is going to be fantastic. Then let's do Enemies and Allies Part 2. Once again, just some glorious art to look at. Really, really fun art as well. I forgot how much fun the art in Digimon is. See, and you get a really good sense of scale there as well. You've got Tai there in the background. It's a really nice little touch there for this art gallery. I'm looking forward to diving into this. I know I keep saying that, but it's genuine feelings here, folks. Then we've got items and more. So we've got a background shot there. Oh, wow, that's really, really cool. Oh, I love that so much. This is an example of some really great art here, just to really demonstrate the colour scheming of things as well. It's so well thought out. Again, another fantastic one there. Just really adds a different perspective on things when it comes to shows like this. Really, really great stuff. What I'm going to do now, because I think for the sake of completion it's worth doing this, what I'll do first of all is hit that captions button on so you can get another preview as to how things are looking at this stage in the series. So we're going to be starting off with episode 43, just to get a quick glimpse on things and some pop-up menu functionality. As you can see there, we've got a lot of captions on there, but very, very clear once again, because that's what they are designed to do. So if I hit the pop-up menu function, once again we've got main menu, episodes, where you can select any episode you want to just jump to straight away. We've also got the captions button, so you can just select them on and off. As you can see there, working perfectly fine. Just for now, I'll leave them off. We've also now got the extras menu, which you can access any of the content directly from an episode. For example, if I click on Digibloop that, we are taken straight there and you jump straight into it. And then pop-up menu, you hit go back. You are taken straight back to where you were in the episode. In this instance, we are on the opening title sequence. This also applies as well to the art galleries. If I just pick the first one, for example, we are taken straight to this art gallery. And once again, if you hit close, straight back into the episode proper. Some great menu navigation there. I really, really like it. And once again, if you hit this cross button, that gets rid of the pop-up menu. So from there, everybody, I think that just about wraps up everything to do with this release on a top-line level. So thank you very much for checking out this video. I hope it's been useful and that you've enjoyed it. If you feel that there's something I've not touched on in great detail and you think I might be able to answer the question, please leave it in the comments below. I will do my best to get back to you accordingly. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure, if you feel so inclined, to check out other videos on my channel, be it more on the disc videos like this and more unboxings. Trust me, plenty more videos in the pipeline coming as well. Once again, thank you very much for watching. Take care and have a nice day.